I've got a very special Christmas tree for this year that I want to decorate. This is the Rune Nightwood. As you can see, got most pieces of the puzzle ready, but something's missing. A nice set of wheels. Hopefully, first set of wheels that I built myself successfully, but let's see. After measuring the hubs and the rim and all the other considerations, it's finally time to pick up the spokes that I've ordered, so that's what we're gonna do. I've been looking forward to this first wheel building attempt for a while now. First building the wheel truing stand together with my friend Finn back in the summer and collecting more tools and knowledge in the past months. And now it's finally time to throw myself in the deep. I've also got some serious excitement and concerns about the end result. Really wondering if I should be doing this completely by myself or get some help. But I decided to just go for it and be confident and try to make it work. My first main concern was the size of the spokes. I hope I measured everything correctly. Getting the spoke length calculations right is pretty important. So hopefully I've ordered the correct sizes. So I've ordered the spokes at this wheel building service here in Utrecht. They provide wheel building services, obviously, but they also sell spokes and some wheel building tools. So I was actually able to get most of the stuff here. And it's always nice if you can just pick stuff up and avoid ordering online and shipping and all that stuff. So here we are. The staff was friendly, gave me some extra advice, which was more than welcome. So here are the spokes, Sapim double-butted silver spokes, and ready to go home and get this thing started. As with most things, you can prepare and think all you want, but at a certain point you just need to get started and take some risk. These are the rims, Pacenti Brevet, very shiny polished silver rims, and these very fancy White Industries T11 hubs for both the rear and front with the titanium 3-hub body. So with all the tools in place and all the components, it's ready to start. So basically using Roger Musson's book as a guide and Ryan Builds Wheels videos on YouTube. Very big recommendation. He makes amazing videos on our whole series. You can watch for free on how to build bicycle wheels. And yeah, this whole process is basically just cross-referencing the videos and the book, which was a nice kind of combination. Overall, just really taking my time, taking a break whenever I felt that was needed, doing a session at night and just continuing the next day. Here I'm trying to lubricate spoke threads in the nipples using a spoke, because I didn't really have anything else to do that with. But yeah, if anything, I would say that you will need some patience for wheel building and making sure you keep track of what you're doing. But furthermore, it's really not that difficult, I dare to say. It's there's not some kind of magic involved. It's just a very logical step of a very logical set of steps that you kind of need to repeat doing and iterate towards a healthy and final state of the wheel. But I found it a very meditative activity almost. I wanted to re-lubricate the nipples and the spoke threads a little bit, as a couple of days went over this whole process already, and I'm using boiled linseed oil, which dries up a little bit. So yeah, I just wanted to top it up a little bit, and going to get something a bit more appropriate for the job than an old spoke. So very quick errand run here through a very busy city center. I think there was a football match and a lot of police to make sure all the supporters are behaving correctly. So here we are at this DIY shop with they sell paint and paper and that kind of stuff. But I was looking for these really tiny bottles with a kind of needle, yeah, how do you say that, nozzle? So that's in the bag and ready to go to get back to the wheel. So until now the whole process went pretty smooth. The spoke lengths seem to be good. Yeah, everything just goes as planned. I feel like I'm in control, but let's see if that stays like that, or if we encounter some weird surprises. So basically getting it up to final tension and kind of narrowing down the trueness of the wheel. So the lateral trueness and radial and dish. Another late night session, cleaning up the rim, and the next morning checking it again and basically deciding that it's good enough. So yeah, here we are, we made it, my first hand-built bicycle wheel. But of course I can't be somewhere between one wheel, we need to add another one. And now going full Christmas mode and getting very academic here. I tried using these books to act as a stand for the rim while lacing, but I'm not sure how much it really helped, but it's a vibe for sure. For some reason I was struggling more with this wheel than the first one. I think I lost track a little bit of what I was doing in the earlier stage of the wheel, kind of losing my alertness, so just try to regain control, drink more coffee, and most of all try not to panic and keep giving myself time and taking it easy. I mostly use tone by plucking the spokes to compare spoke tensions and making sure they're the same. But just to be sure, I also use the tensiometer, if I pronounce it right, to get some numbers to what I'm hearing. Aside from patience, I guess it's also the art of knowing when to stop. How perfect should your wheel be? And I used the tolerance of 0.2 or 0.3 millimeter, basically 2 sheets of normal print paper for both the lateral and radial trueness. Both wheels seem to be well within that margin, so think it's time to wrap it up. And with that, it seems like I got my 2 important pieces of the puzzle. The real test for the wheels will obviously follow when they go on the Nightwood. Can't wait for that moment and the rest of the build. But that will have to follow after the holidays. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy this time of the year, hopefully with your loved ones. And I'll see you in the next video.